And I love that show because I know all the stuff that they're just referencing, but there's enough.
But there's enough, and they
for
make
someone
it
who's
interesting
new
enough
to love it.
To know.
So we both love it, and you just have to realize, like, people are like, well, books of the series. Both. They're different things. They're different art forms, and you just have to. People are always bitching. Well, they didn't do this right. Well, Becky, that is a 1,000-page book.
Well, it's like that's like when you watch the Marvel stuff or the DC stuff, and you have these avid comic book readers, and they're like, "Oh my God, that's not how that was supposed to go. He was supposed to say this, and they had him say this."
That drives me crazy.
It's like, why don't you shut the fuck up? You didn't make the movie.
Well,
if you don't like it, then don't watch it. I mean,
that's just like Wolverine.
Again, different art forms. You can't.
Wolverine, when he went to Japan. There was a whole graphic novel, and I bought it back in the 80s when it came out. There was a whole graphic novel basically just about him and the battle with the ninjas and everything, and all that stuff. And yes, they kind of sped through that some, and they kind of, changed a few things.
Right.
But overall, the movie was so good, I didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
And people that are just like, they did it right. Okay, they can't. They're condensing all that down to a, hour and 45-minute, 2-hour movie.
Yeah, 3 hours if you're, what's his name?
Peter Jackson.
Peter Jackson, yeah. I like Lord of the Rings, but goddamn, man, sitting through a 3-hour movie when you're trying to watch 2 of them in a day. Shit. What about you, hon? You've been suspiciously quiet. I don't care about anything. Fuck all y'all.
I talked about The Craft.
Yeah.
And Princess Bride.
And now it's back
Rocky
to
Horror
you.
Picture Show.
And now it's back to you.
I don't know. Maybe some like old classics they could redo.
I wonder. Well, no, they couldn't redo Gone with the Wind.
They could.
Oh,
why would you want to?
I love Civil War.
Gone with the Wind, the classic.
They'd have to change it too much for today.
Classic.
See, but that's not true. Because like Outlander talks about things that are historically non-palatable. I mean, there's slavery, there's the whole British occupation of Scotland.
But it's not slavery in America.
Yes,
actually,
it is.
it is.
Is it really?
Yeah.
But also, Outlander's been out for a while. If they were to redo something today, I think they'd have a lot more problems.
But that's what I'm saying. Outlander, the books were started in the books were written in 90, but the series is just now being done, and
No, but I'm talking about starting something like 2020 or 2021. I think people
because literally some of that stuff's just come around that she's talking about has come around like in the last 2 years.
It's just like you can't. Because I've always loved Elizabethan history. I like antebellum history, which is Civil War, pre-Civil War. And so I'll read a lot of fiction around those time periods. You can't hold the past to today's morality.
Oh, but they try, and that's why everything gets fucking canceled.
Because
clearly, I'm just going to say this. I'm going to throw this out here. All this cancel culture and all this shit. Apparently, none of them have ever heard or watched any of the old Eddie Murphy comedies.
No shit.
Damn. Damn.
Or maybe they have, and Eddie Murphy's like, man, fuck you. I don't care.
Yeah, that might be. Have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up.
Oh my God. He was his stuff back then.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah, Delirious and Raw. Oh my God,
damn.
Fantastic. I was watching it on HBO when I was 8.
Yeah, me too. And you're like, shit, we were not.
Oh yeah,
No.
Fufu with a bone in her nose and back of a fucking zebra. Almost half Eddie.
Yeah, that's one thing I love about Eddie Murphy. He ain't gonna apologize for
He
shit.
don't give up.
He's got enough money. He don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Nope.
That's
I think it was it Gene,
that was apparent by
what was his name?
his one music outing.
Is that the
But he
right
don't give a
person?
fuck what he
I don't think that's the right person I'm thinking of.
That's what kind of bothered me about Kevin Hart when someone dug up one of his comedy skits from fucking like 10 years ago, and they were like, "Oh my God,
Gene Wilder." Grandma wouldn't let me listen to his stuff.
But it's like Kevin Hart has hundreds of millions of dollars, and some asshole dug up some fucking skit that he did in like 2000, and he's like, I'm sorry, and I'm, man, eat dicks. I'm not gonna fucking apologize. I'm not making any money from this, and I'm not gonna apologize for anything I fucking say.
Well, that's just it, though. He wants to keep making those millions.
How many hundreds of millions of dollars do you need before you say, fuck it, I don't need to work anymore?
I don't need hundreds.
Just a couple. 10 maybe.
10, 12.
Yeah, but they
like
wouldn't
that.
be able to keep up with the lifestyle they have now.
Man, I gotta tell you,
would be fine with me. I was like, get me a little cabin up in the mountains, and I'll just live my life.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, but
they want the Beverly Hills, Hollywood.
I personally don't think I would sacrifice my lifestyle for my fucking integrity, but you know,
wear one outfit and throw it in the trash.
Yeah,
$1,000 outfit, throw it in the trash.
God.
If I had $1,000 outfit, that'd be my one outfit that I had.
Be my uniform.
That's just like I remember watching one of those shows, and they're talking about lottery winners, and this guy was decorating his house, and dude took him somewhere, and they were looking, and it was basically like a statue. It was like $75,000, and I'm thinking,
holy shit!
I'm pretty sure I can go to Haverty's and find some shit that looks like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
For like $600, maybe.
Be looking at Amber. How hard would it for you to make that?
Yeah. Damn.
Get $200 from fucking Hobby Lobby and make it up. That's close enough. Fuck it.
$5,000 thing, I wouldn't be able to sell it for $50.
Yeah, like, you know, like our friend that does the collectibles and stuff. Well, I can sell this. No, it's worth exactly what somebody's willing to pay for it.
Yeah, and nobody's willing to pay for your fucking action figure.
You know, and the thing is, like, you have to. There are people willing to pay for it, but you have to
finding those people.
You have to be a part of those communities and be active and be. It's not a one-off. You can't just like
show up and say, "Hey, look what I got."
Hey, I got this. You want to buy it? And you make your money. It's a commitment to be a part of that, and it's not. Yeah, to me, it's not worth it because it's just, you know, there is. I don't care when people seem to think that there is a formula for easy money, and all of it, getting it always requires work, commitment, and time. That's all.
And money.
Yeah, you have to have money to start with to do something, and then it's a slow build. And if you can't do the slow build, don't start.
There's these YouTubers I watch, and they do different crafts and stuff. It's wife and husband.
Like, are they like? Is that like their channel selling crafts, or are they just?
They just do different experiments and stuff. Yeah. And the last video I watched, they were making one of the 5-minute craft videos that everybody makes fun of.
Oh my god, those videos were awful.
Recreating one of those and then making it better themselves. Yeah. And they had mentioned that they used to sell concrete coasters to West Elm in like Houston. And West Elm's like a high end.
Yeah.
Like concrete coasters. Like an $8 bag of concrete, and there's no telling what those
they made out of those coasters to sell them in that. Yeah.
I can make concrete coasters, and people are like, "Is that fucking concrete? What the fuck?"
Well, that's just like
put it in West Elm,
and now it's high end.
Well, that's just concrete, like there was some woman on one of the Glowforge groups. She was like, her husband has some kind of business. She was like, I was going to make him, design him some business cards, and I got to thinking, those paper business cards, people just throw them away. And so she made, for him, it's a business card out of wood that's also a phone holder. Everybody's wanting to stand there. Okay. And then with all the business card information on it. She got some company to buy 4,000 of them damn things. Like,
holy
how the hell do I get
that? I'd like for that to happen, fall into that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she obviously put it in front of the right person at the right time.
Yeah.
And because having a good idea is only part of it.
Yeah,
it has to have the right.
Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of it is luck.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Either being at the right place at the right time or having the right person see it.
Yep.
And that's kind of the bitch because I don't have really great luck.
Yeah, that is the hardest. It's gonna be that one person out of millions that has to see your thing.
Just the right
At the
person
right
at the right time. They have to be in the right frame of mind. You know, all those things have to come together.
I mean, I've had so many ideas over the years, and later on, like, you'll see it in the store and be like, I had that fucking idea.
Oh, that's just like back in the 90s. I had the idea to do, like, basically take the spray-on bed liner and do your garage floor with it. It would protect the concrete. Anything that got dirty, you just spray right out. Oh, hell, early 2000s, everybody started doing that shit.
And when you thought of it, we didn't have a dollar to put together, so...
Yeah.
My grandpa, back, this must have been in the 40s, he actually developed this certain type of wrench. And, you know, just for personal
like
use.
a specialty wrench?
Yeah. And told his buddy about it, and his fucking buddy went and patented it and sold the patent.
Oh,
that's
me
douchey.
off. I'd
Yep.
beat his ass.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
douchey.
I want to say it was a crescent wrench,
That
but
sounds like some shit Bill Gates
that doesn't
would do.
seem right. Yeah, it really does. But, alright, I guess we're going to cut this one a little bit short because we're running out of bullshit to talk about. So,
Yeah.
Bye.
y'all be
Bye.
good.
Bye.